Welcome back. It's week 3 for American Tango. I'm Matt.
I'm Maggie.
And this is going to be left turning rocks. If you want to rewatch any of the stuff in the video, down below in the time codes, you can click on them, jump right into that piece. You just have to go down below, click on it, hops around in the video. That way, if you don't want to rewatch the whole thing again, which you definitely should, you can focus on the pieces that you're most interested in. Intro, lead, follow, demonstration, the little key points, all that good stuff. Give it a shot. Try it out. Okay, well, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, let's go ahead and demonstrate our left turning rocks. We'll start off in a closed position. We move to promenade for slow, slow, quick, 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 quick. All right, let's go ahead and demonstrate that from the leader's beginning perspective. We'll start off in a closed position, snap to promenade. We got slow, slow, quick, 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 quick. All right, let's go ahead and break this pattern down. So we're moving from a promenade position, snapping to close, and we have 4 counts of a left turning rock action. The goal is to start moving down the promenade position, down the line of dance, and then somewhere between facing a wall and facing a line of dance. Anywhere in that range is perfectly acceptable. So we will start off going down our line of dance with the camera. Move to promenade position, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have our 4 counts to get around somewhere between wall and line of dance again. 5, 6, 7, 8. We want to make sure we end to not commit our weight over the left foot leads or right foot follows, because next can be anything else, be it a forward moving or backward moving action. So again, let's reset. Promenade, and we have 1 step in promenade, and another step in promenade close. A forward and turning for left rock, a back and turning for left rock, a forward turning for left rock, and a back and turning for left rock. These are underturn pivoting actions. We end somewhere between line of dance and wall, and then we can dance on from there. All right, leaders, let's talk about your footwork. So we have a step in promenade moving forward, another forward promenade and collect. We have 4 steps going counterclockwise, 4 on the left on the quick, back and turning on the right for a quick, forward and turning on the left on the quick, and back and turning on the right for a quick. We end somewhere between facing the wall and our line of dance.
Alright, fellas, here's our footwork. So, let's start right here. So if we start in promenade, then we're going to take 1 step on this 1, 2 in promenade, and then for 3, we're going to step through with our left, 4, snap to close. Now, we're going to take a little bit of a step back with our right foot, and now we're going to keep this position where our left foot is in front and our right foot is back. So that was our first count, so that was 5. And then we have 6, stepping forward with the left, 7, stepping back with the right, 8, forward with the left. Okay? And then that leaves our right foot free to do whatever we need. We've gotten mostly around. It's kind of going to depend on the partnership between you and the lead and sort of how far the lead gets you around. But you'll get most of the way around more than likely.
All right, let's do key points here. So the trick with rotation in Tango, we generate our energy using a contra movement position. That's the best way to generate the energy because we do not have rise and fall in Tango. So we're going to be using this top line rotation to kind of help us go around. Also, remember Tango is lower in terms of leg connection. So we don't have a bent knee the same in Foxtrot and Waltz as we do in American Tango. It's going to be a little bit lower, and that drops the center of gravity, which allows us to accelerate a little bit easier when we start having rotation. So that is going to be our trick. When we snap to close from promenade, we're going to encourage that snapping and use that energy to then propel us around the 4 counts. Now you hear me say this a lot. When you start generating energy and you gain that type of acceleration, you don't want to get momentum. You still need to be in control because momentum is a self-driven energy and it will pull you off of your steps. So you want to make sure you're still in control of it. So what we're going to have practiced is snapping from promenade to close and using that energy to follow coming around us to take us into this pivoting action of this left turning rock. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and if we do it well, then we can swing around. That's really the trick to doing this. So once more, so you can see some more of that. This stuff, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. As she follows up, we have plenty of energy to swing around. We don't get stuck facing wall or, Lord forbid, further away to where we're backing our line of dance. So that's the goal. Don't get worried about getting perfectly onto the line because it's not important. Especially in Tango, classically, we want our basics to slightly curve on the first 2 walks. So if you end somewhere between wall or even diagonal wall, really that's ideal because then you're in for a perfect shaped basic. That's where you want to be in the first place, unless you're trying to do some more follow-away turning patterns in the higher tiers. Right now, that's not out of our concern. We're learning how to close the follow and pick up that momentum by the time they finish. They have that leftover energy, and we pick it up and carry it on into the left turning rock action. So that is the beginning of what would soon be a reverse pivoting action. And that's kind of what we're playing with here. It is harder to pivot in the anti-clockwise than it is the clockwise, which is why we start off doing this earlier on versus the right rotations or the clockwise rotations or the natural rotations. So we learned this first because it kind of takes longer to build this skill set. Also, it's easier to rotate left when you're talking about going around a dance floor in a counterclockwise fashion, because 90-degree turn from one corner to the other is less than doing a right rotation, having to do a 3/4 turn. That's kind of the thing we're looking at there. So we use these in different situations. You could use this on a corner, and you have less to do. You could put yourself in the corner and slightly rotate it, and then have more to do to continue to practice. You can do it on a straight line. I recommend you do it on a straight line and practice doing this and coming out with the basic. That way you get comfortable with transitioning from a rotation into another linear action. So we'd be doing a basic, or rather the promenade action, and then going into a basic. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That way, you kind of have this continuity and you don't get stuck. It's very difficult just to stop dead at the end of your rock. So if you have problems with that, everyone has problems with that. That's fine. It's not really what you're going to be doing in the first place, right? You'll be dancing to the next measure, doing a basic or a corte or the left and fan or whatever your options are. So just know, plan something in your head, be it a basic or something else. But know, right out of the end of that pattern, once you finish, continue on to the next piece. So yeah, key point being, use the follows closing to you as energy to go into the next rotation. There you go, that's our key point. All right, let's go ahead and demonstrate this so you can see what it would look like. We're going to pair this with another move afterwards. That way you can see continuity. We might do 2 different runs, one with a pattern that continues to travel like a basic or a left, and then one like a corte, so you can demonstrate being finished, being still, and being capable of going in either direction. All right, here we go. We'll start in closed position. And snap the promenade. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull back on up. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that is us for today. Great job. Keep working on it. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We're more than happy to answer any of the questions you have. Give us a call, text, email, social media, all that great stuff. Check us out on dailydanceservices.com. And we will see you next time.